you're two people. You know what I mean?
yeah. You're the real you,
and then the real you.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another Armchair Gaffers 1v1.
I'm being seduced here.
This isn't seduction. If this was seduction, you'd know. This is just the intro. Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers 1v1. You're joined by myself, Continental Jess, aka the Minister of Metrics, aka the global spokesperson.
That's a good intro, bro.
For 442. You might recognize my guest today. He is Andrew Mensah.
I guess.
Stand-up comic.
Trying to be anyway.
All-round nice guy. And according to our metrics, it says it right here, one of the top 10 funniest people on the internet.
Is it?
These are the metrics. So on Armchair Gaffers, we've got our famous metrics. Like they decide
10.
Top 10 on the internet.
I need to step my game up, man. I need top 5, bro.
On the whole internet.
Yeah, it only counts if you're top 5, man. You don't do top 10s. You do top 5 best rappers, best 5. You don't do top 10s, bro.
True.
Step our game up, man. Always improving.
Well, you're on my top 3.
I appreciate that, man.
Cool. I actually bumped into you randomly in the street.
Mad, fam.
And well, not on the street.
Restaurant.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, is that? No, it can't be. He wouldn't be here. But it was you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm for the people.
And I was like, I asked her for an autograph, a picture, a few selfies. And I was like, oh, by the way, I have podcasts. My family, we have podcast. Please help me on the appearance my show. Sorry, bro. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Good to be here, man. Thank you for having me, man. It was mad how we actually met as well. Just literally, I walked into a restaurant. He's like, yo, you Andrew Mensah? I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a fan of you. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, we wasn't even allowed to flip in. You was with your family, innit?
I had like 20 people in the restaurant.
Yeah, man. We didn't get any seats. But then you messaged me the day after, like, yo, would you come on the podcast?
Yeah, I feel guilty because you couldn't get a table because I had 20 people there. So I'm gonna take you out to dinner separately.
I appreciate that, man.
You and all your pals.
That's that restaurant. It has to be that restaurant.
We'll go back there.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay. That's a whole nother story. But we'll get that. So like I said, I am a fan of yours. I remember you first came to my attention. I was on Instagram and I saw one of your skits. It was the guys you see at five-a-side.
Five-a-side football. Yeah.
These are the different guys you see at five-a-side football. First of all, you got the fat lad. Touch is crazy, but as soon as man moves, he's done out here, fam. Looking for a galaxy to recharge and shit. Can't lie, this might be me in 10 years, fam. Then you got the academy baller, crazy tech, soul rolls, and he loves a reverse pass. Then you got the full kit wanker. These man are dead, can't do nothing except pull their socks up over their ashy knees. Came here just for morale. Look at.
And I was like, this guy.
That's the first one I went. That's the first viral clip.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That explains why I saw it then.
Yeah, that was the one that blew off.
Okay, I was like, this guy is spot on. So you had the fat guy.
The fat guy with the touch, great
touch. Yeah. But he's only got what, like one sprint in him.
There's nothing in him, bro.
Yeah, and then you had
we call them like the circle players.
The circle players. So
like in an imaginary circle, innit? In that circle, they're unbelievable.
But outside of the circle,
it's just about the circle.
No. I've seen this guy. That's the thing. I think every team has this guy. I mean, whether it's 5-a-side or 11-a-side, you've got a player. You ping it to them, they're gonna bring it down. They're gonna hold it up. They're gonna lay it off. Yeah.
But you see, 5-a-side, they don't have to move much. So they don't have to move. More effective.
Yeah, but they're not gonna offer anything else.
There's nothing else, man.
Then we had the academy baller.
Yeah, them man live for goals. Like, it's almost like when I was growing up kicking ball, it's like the man them would rather play at goals than at their clubs, fam. Like it was just like a show off thing where they could just.
Do you know why that is? Because at goals they can show off.
Yeah, they can show off. Yeah, they just know it's levels.
They get an elite training and they're playing against guys that just aren't. So makes sense. And then lastly, you had the full kit wanker.
Oh, the full kit, the man are the worst, man.
Do you play 5-a-side yourself?
Yeah.
What kind of socks do you wear when you play 5-a-side?
It's either the Slagenders.
Okay, so you wear short socks, yeah?
It has to be.
You don't wear the long socks.
If you wear long socks, you're done. You're done at it.
Do you know who I'm most scared of at 5-a-side?
Shin pads.
You know. Oh my. You know.
Bro, the shin pad, man. Them man are nuts.
I'm thinking, mate, you're wearing shin pads at 5 aside.
And if they wear the shin pads, yeah, with the ankle guards on them,
you know already.
That can't be any team.
Stay away from them. I'll be honest with you. Those kind of people. Now, I'm not a racist, but
He's saying white guys.
no. It's older white men.
It's older white men for sure.
Older white men love a long socks and shin pads with ankle guard. The Europeans love it. Like, we're talking about not quite Eastern Europe, but Central. So Polish.
Who else is there? Ukraine.
That's more Eastern Bloc, but yeah,
them man.
Yeah. And then there's another guy who I've seen at 5 aside. I'm not sure. They're very rare. I've seen a guy playing in 5 aside with the molds, yeah, wearing ankle socks.
No way.
I've seen it.
A guy wearing like he's on the beach.
Like he's on the beach playing 5 aside in ankle socks. Needless to say, I stayed away from him. Whenever he closed me down, I just set the ball back right away. I want nothing to do with this.
But that's the thing about 5 aside. Them 5 aside Sunday league. The way you can get injured there is nuts. You know.
It's very nuts, but it's for the love of the game.
Love of the game, man.
If I had to look at you and guess, position wise,
talk to me.
I'm just trying to size you up. To me, you can't be a goalkeeper.
No way.
You can't.
Is a goalkeeper even a real position?
A goalkeeper is my favorite position.
Is it?
Yeah, unless you've played in goal, you would never understand like what they do. They do a lot.
Goalkeepers do. You can argue the keeper is the most important position, but no one wants to be a keeper. If you keep it real. Anyone who's in goal now was put there. No one can, unless you're Schmeichel.
Yeah,
no one was put in goal.
They do say that goalkeepers are failed outfield players.
Most positions, yeah, are failed positions. If you deep it, everyone wants. You're born a striker.
Everyone's born a striker.
Yeah, you're born a striker. Then every other position is a failed one, unless it's the number 10. Number 10 and striker are the best positions. If you're a right back, you're a failed something.
If you're a right back, you're a failed something. So Danny Alves,
Kyle Walker. They're failed. They're probably a failed winger. So it's like I heard stories growing up, like Rio Ferdinand, John Terry. The man used to play centre mid, number 10s in school,
but they were failed.
But they're failed number 10s. Rio Ferdinand is a failed number 10. Now he's a legendary centre back. You understand? That's why in life, just put in the position where you're best at.
Just accept it. Forget about ego.
Yeah, forget about your that. Just put in the positions where you need to be.
What happens if you're a failed right back?
You become a coach, man. You become a coach still.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can't argue that. Yeah, cool. But no, let's talk about you. Okay, I want our because a lot of our subscribers, viewers, followers, supporters wouldn't be aware of you. Like, I find that crazy because, like I said, top 10 according to the metrics, top 10 funniest on the internet, and top 3 for me. You're an aspiring stand-up comic.
Yeah.
You have a show, What I Wore.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
How it came about?
Yeah, what the show is first and foremost, because believe it or not, some people wouldn't have seen the show.
Yeah.
And how it came about.
So the show is basically an interview series based around football shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we get a guest and we basically tell their life story through the shirts, basically. So we start with like their shirts they had growing up, all of their favorite shirts and stuff like that, and then we'll do like their career moments in the shirts and like some of the shirts that stand out to them, some of the shirts that they hated wearing or hated seeing. So we had like Paul Scholes recently, and he was just like, we picked up the Arsenal
look at that.
shirt.
Look at that. We had Paul Scholes recently. Just again
I'll
dropping names. I mean, we had Joe Bayo on recently, and he was dropping names. Shout out Joe Bayo. But you know, we had Paul Scholes on recently.
Yeah, Paul Scholes, and he like picked up the Arsenal shirt. He's just like, bro, anytime I see the shirt, I just want to get my boots on now. Get me, where's Vieira? That's what he was saying. So it's like, yeah, so it brings that out there. But how it come about was it's a mad story though, and it kind of just showed me like things always work out for your benefit. So obviously, I joined BT as an apprentice, right? So I was so I started at the bottom.
Well, not really, because some of us aren't even apprentices. This guy starting at BT Sports as an apprentice is the bottom.
Well, I was at the bottom of them.
This
you know
is
what I mean?
this is how the other half live. But carry on.
So as an apprentice, I was logging, innit? Like logging. Logging is basically like, let's say I watch a game of football and I have to like identify all the key moments in the game.
Oh, really?
Like free kicks or foul this time. It was this. You know,
You're joking.
You got like a keyword grid and that. So it'd be like foul, Neymar, this. You know what I mean, that's how you do it throughout the game. So you're watching like whatever, but it's not just football though. It's everything they show on BT. Could be interviews, could be rugby, could be MotoGP, whatever.
Okay.
So I was doing that for like, and we call that the logging room in BT. We call it the hood. It's literally dark, no windows, full of black guys. It's mad that everyone's like diving in to see what happened in there. So like, and it was sick. It was sick, like working environment because it was all guys my age, like from our community, sort of thing. So we just like them are like friends for life, sort of thing. So then I joined. After my apprenticeship, I joined the digital team. And digital is all about online, like YouTube, social media, all of that stuff. So that was like the kind of thing that I was into. But when I joined digital, the main thing I was doing was the boxing.
Okay.
So we had just required some good like boxing rap. We had like Tyson Fury's comeback, all of that kind of stuff. So I was doing a lot of boxing, like traveling around doing boxing. And then it got to a point where we was getting a big boxing team. So like they made a separate boxing team within the digital team.
Okay.
So the head of the boxing team was also my line manager, and he was like, he doesn't want me to be in the boxing team, innit? And I was a bit pissed off about it. And I was like, I was doing all of this boxing stuff. But he was like, no, I don't want you to be pigeonholed in this one thing, innit? So I say all that to say, we basically went to Google for like a workshop, one of those training workshops, and I was pissed that I was there because the boxing team had gone to a boxing event for the week. Okay. And I was like, fam, I'm in this workshop, why am I not in flipping this place?
In Magaluf.
I mean, with the boxers, I was steaming. But then that was like the most important part of the journey because basically we was doing like a workshop and coming up with original YouTube ideas because at the time BT only had like their YouTube page had like a lot of subscribers, but there wasn't nothing original. Do you know what I mean? It was just like a bin of bare stuff like highlights and stuff like that. So they wanted to come up with creative YouTube ideas. So we all split into groups, and then my group was like thinking about what we can do with like different ideas. And one of the ideas we called it was about the shirts, and how can we, make a show about football shirts and stuff like that. And I was basically explaining to them like, shirt culture is booming right now, innit? Like I went to a party the week before, and everyone there was wearing football shirts. You know what I mean? I was like, it's like a cultural thing. So we just like fleshed out an idea. And then it wasn't even called what I wore. We called it "Get Your Kit On" or something like that. So how it worked is like each group, there's like 6 groups. So each group had to put their idea on the board, and you had to pitch your group. You had to pitch your group's idea to the wider group. You get me? So I pitched my idea. It went down well, and then basically everyone was given monopoly money, and you had to put your money in the idea you thought. Yeah, best one. So obviously I slapped all my bread in my thing,
of course.
And then but somehow it was one of the ones that it was like 2 ideas, that my one and someone else's one. That they were like, yeah, we're gonna make these. Okay. So then I thought, sick. I was gonna be a producer on the show, innit? Yeah. So around this time, that's when I first started stand up. So I was just doing like open mics and stuff. I was like doing Instagram stories and that. So like, and then like the guys like my Instagram stories, like taking the piss out of my mum or whatever. And then like they were like, "Oh, can you start hosting the BT ones?" So I'd do like live events. I'd be hosting the BT stories, backstage here, wherever. So I think that's when people kind of thought like maybe he could be good at presenting, innit? So how it works is that when you do a pilot at like BT, they do what's called an in-house pilot. So you shoot one, like people in-house,
full production, everything, all the cameras, all the lights,
shoot it, and then the people in-house see it. If they like it, then they give you a budget to shoot a proper pilot. Okay, right. So they asked me to present the Dele Alli one. Was the first one we shot. What I wore Dele Alli. I just thought it was the in-house pilot. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll present the first one, whatever. Presented the first one. It went down well, innit? And then all of a sudden, Rio Ferdinand got a wind of it, and he was like, I want to shoot it like next week or whatever. So they're like, we couldn't find a presenter in time. They were like, Andrew, you might as well do it. So bro, man was mad,
just
nervous.
like that.
Yeah.
And another name drop by the way. So Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, Rio Ferdinand. Yeah. Shout out Rio. But man was mad shook, innit? Because it was like we was doing it in the big BT studio on the Champions League night. So bare people were in, everyone was watching in and that. So like man was like, if you watch that interview, you can tell man is scared.
Of course, naturally.
Like you could hear my heart in my throat.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I mean?
I can imagine.
But Rio was mad sweet. Like he knew I was from South London and that. So he went to Blackheath Bluecoat, which is literally around the corner from the school I went to, John Roan. And he just like showed me mad love. So he kind of like carried me for the interview. Do you know what I mean? And he was mad excited about the shirts and that. And then they boom edited it, released it, boom, and they just took off. They were just like, yeah, you can have it now.
Just like that.
Yeah. So like that's why I'm grateful to BT in a sense, because like bro, like man was literally I had like 300 followers at that time. Like it was literally an apprentice on the junior wage. Do you know what I mean?
So like this wasn't even part of the plan. Like they took you to a workshop. You had to think of an idea right then. Essentially, you put your money behind it, your monopoly money. You shot up a pilot in house,
Deli Ali,
and then they couldn't get a presenter, so they said, "Hey, Andrew." Did they call you Ange?
Andrew. Yeah.
What about Ange?
They call me Mensah.
Wait, Mens.
Yeah.
What
Mens.
fancy fucking?
Yeah.
You like
that. Yeah. I thought I was going to produce on it. I was thinking of presenters like Young Phillips. Like, I could like beat, or BT could go went to get anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think like the guys, they just liked me, innit? Like the head of the team, he just took it. And I think because he loves stand up as well.
I thought you were say he loves black people.
No, he does love black people. But yeah, he loves stand up, innit? So when he found out, I feel like when he found out I was doing stand up, he just wanted to push man, innit? And before that, before you know it, it's just like, I had my own show. That was mad, bro.
I told you I am genuinely a fan of yours. Yeah. You said you're an aspiring stand up comic.
I'm trying to be anyway.
Well, there are currently 2 aspiring stand up comics in this room.
Are you as well?
Well, I say aspiring. It's something that like I've always
jokes.
I've got jokes. Yeah. One of my main influences in life is Dave Chappelle. He's a hero for me. And
so when you're jumping on the stage, bro.
Well, what I'm gonna do right now for you, I'm gonna give you like one of my jokes. I'm gonna tell the joke to you guys, okay?
Alright, cool.
And you let me know if you think I've got what it takes to do stand up. All right?
I have to be honest.
Be honest.
Alright, talk to me.
So this is my bit, okay? Which I need a close up for this, but this will do.
I'm gonna close my eyes so I hear the joke.
So last Christmas we're with the family. Everyone's there. My missus, my mother, brother, extended family. Having a few drinks after Christmas dinner, and watching the news. And I think the Queen was on the news, and she was talking. And then so I was like, oh, I did an impression of the Queen, and it was spot on. And everyone looked at me and said, "Oh, Jess, that was pretty good." I was like, "Oh no, thanks." But you guys know I do good impressions, right? They're like, "No, we've never heard you do impressions before." I was like, "What are you talking about? I do them all the time." They're like, "Jess, we've never heard you do impressions." I was like, "Okay, well, give me somebody, and I'll do an impression after doing the Queen." So my brother said, "Okay, Jess, do Boris Johnson." So I did Boris Johnson. I'm not gonna do it now, okay? But I did Boris Johnson. And it was quite good. And then they're like, "Wow, that was actually pretty good." But you've obviously rehearsed that one in the Queen. They're obvious people. So my missus, she said, "Okay, Jess, do the guy from the kebab shop that we go to." So I was like, oh, "Okay, Mehmet, I'll do Mehmet." So I did Mehmet. She's like, "Fucking hell, Jess, that's spot on. If I close my eyes, I'll think Mehmet was right here." So then my mum piped up and she said, Okay, Jess, okay. You've done the Queen and Boris Johnson. You've done Mehmet, okay. Do a family member. I was like, "Okay, who should I do?" She said, "Okay, do your old man. Do your dad." I was like, "Okay." So I packed my bags, left. Haven't seen my family since.
Pretty funny, bro. That's good.
You haven't got to indulge me. If it's not funny, let me know.
Bro, I'm laughing. I'm genuinely laughing. That's funny, man.
Have I got a chance?
You might have to cut the story down a bit so they don't see the dad's thing coming.
Oh, you saw it coming?
Maybe you might have to do the impressions.
No, I can't do impressions.
But you might have to.
No, I actually can't do impressions.
So you're lying?
I'm lying. Just like my dad.
No, it's good, man. It's good. You need to see on the stage though, bro.
I'm not ready to get on the stage yet.
Why not?
Brother, I have one joke. I had like 4 jokes. Yeah, this was years and years ago, and then I just
We got 4 jokes. Yeah, 4 jokes is 4 minutes. When you first starting out, you're doing about 4 or 5 minutes anyway.
yeah.
So you've got a set.
I'm worried about offending people.
Yeah, but so
All right,
comedy is beautiful, man. If you have to do, if you got the bug, you should do it.
So what we'll do, I'll open up for you one day when you're big time. Give me the call. You're not sure now. See, 1 minute you like my jokes, and now you're unsure.
No, you can open up for me. You can open up for me. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll get there. Anyway, 1v1 is about our subscribers, our Armchair Gaffers, getting to know our guest. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions, just to give these guys an insight into the enigma that is Andrew Mensah.
Enigma. I like the way you've just been talking about me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
So first question, you're Ghanaian, yeah? I'm all about world peace. So I want you to do your bit to end the jollof war between Nigerians and Ghanaians. Who makes the better jollof? And I just want you to admit here that Sierra Leoneans make the best jollof.
I heard jollof actually started in Sierra Leone. Am I right or wrong?
This is facts.
Yeah, but because it starts there doesn't mean it's the best. You know that, right? Football started in England.
Okay.
Football started in England. Yeah, to be fair, Sierra Leone can have it because Ghana and Nigeria can't talk about jollof after what we've done.
We witnessed in the AFCON.
Yeah.
And because the Nigerians were laughing at the Ghanaians, weren't they?
And
then straight afterwards on the rebound. quick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think we're out of the jollof debate.
Based on that
this year anyway, for
no
sure.
problem. I like the honesty. Second question.
Talk to me.
This is pretty obvious. We're going to ask all our guests this question. Ask Joe Bayer. Going to ask you. Is it plantain or plantain?
Plantain, man.
Plantain.
I'm African, bro. Plantain.
There we go. Okay, so you are, hypothetically speaking, 18 years old, okay? You've broken to the first team at your club. You get a call up to represent your country, but you get 2 phone calls.
Ghana and England.
Ghana and England. Where are you going?
Depends on what team I play for.
You're playing in the Premier League.
Yeah, but I could be playing for West Brom.
I could be
playing for Chelsea.
You're playing for Chelsea.
And I'm playing for England.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
You
only play... English-born guys only play for their country when they don't play for England. Let's keep it real.
So forget like the national pride. Your parents being so happy for you. Your grandparents, everyone like, yes, they're my boy.
But you have to think like, if I'm being real, like I have gone. The only place I'm African really is in my household. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like I've been to Ghana 3 times, but I was a kid. So like, if I'm being real, I'm more English than I am Ghanaian.
Okay.
I can't even speak Tree.
No,
I can't speak Tree.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So like, I'm just keeping it real. Like I'd play for Ghana if England wasn't an option.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Second choice,
man. Yeah.
If you found out that your great grandfather had US citizenship, so you can play for America, what would the order be? England, America, Ghana?
England, Ghana.
And if you can't do Ghana for some reason, then America, yeah? US NMT. All right? You said you play football. Oh, we didn't even figure out what position you play. I said goalkeeper, and then we went on that whole failed thing.
Yeah.
Where do you play?
I play...
Here we go.
I play centre mid, but I'm actually a right back, which is why I'm not professional. So I'm a failed right back.
You're the guy you're talking about. You're the failed right back.
I'm a failed right back, yeah.
So you said failed right backs become coaches or stand-up comics.
Yeah, they do something else, basically.
They do something else completely. Cool. So based on that, a failed centre mid playing right back, 4-4-2 or 4-3-3?
I like that question. 4-4-2, if you get it right, yeah, serious, 2 strikers. But for the style of football I like, it's a 4-4-3. I like ball players.
A 4-4-3, so you're playing with an extra player?
So 4-3-3. 4-4-3.
So we now understand why you're a failed football player.
I understand. I don't even know the rules, but yeah, 4-3-3. That's the perfect formation.
Are you playing a double pivot or playing one holding like Fernandinho?
One holding Busquets. One holding Busquets for sure.
I like your style.
There's no holding midfielder better than Busquets.
In his prime, what you said is a fact. But how about him right now, though?
Yeah, but you have to understand the Barca team they're not there yet.
Okay.
But him as a holding midfield, like I don't think I've watched Busquets and he's lost the ball more than 3 times ever. Like his positional play, his technique, drawing players in,
drawing fouls as well.
Drawing fouls,
does that a lot.
It's just phenomenal, man.
Cool. So Sergi B, yeah,
Sergi B, man, 100%.
Now the thing is, yeah, because we're in England, we don't actually get to see him week in, week out. The guy is on another plane of football. He's,
guys like him, like that's the thing about obviously certain positions you get more. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But him, for me, it's gonna sound mad, but he's just as good as a Messi or Ronaldo, but in his position. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't sound mad.
He reaches that pinnacle of like the perfection of that position. He's that guy. We just don't show those players enough love, I think.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm with you. So yeah,
talk to me.
You're 18 years old again. You signed your big extension at your club. You're the main man.
Big money in.
Big money. Now you got a boot deal. Okay.
Who am I going with?
Who are you going with? The big three at the moment: Nike, Adidas, and Puma. Where are you going?
Oh, slap New Balance in there as well. Don't sleep on New Balance.
The reason why I'm not going to put New Balance in there,
talk to me,
is because of my next question. But what I need you to do first before I go
answer
there,
the big three.
Yeah,
the big three. I'm going with Nike.
You're going with Nike, okay?
I'm going with Nike.
Okay.
Because the Nike sponsorship, you have to deep it. Yeah, it's not just the boots. It's the overall endorsement. Apparel, it has to be in Nike.
Yeah, the apparel thing is a big thing. However, New Balance apparel is quite good.
New Balance apparel is very good, like surprisingly.
Yeah. Now, within Nike, what boot are you wearing as the centre midfield right back?
Oh, it has to be the old school Tiempos.
Oh, Tiempos, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Old school Tiempos with the tongue flap.
With the tongue flap?
You know about them ones.
I know about them ones. Yeah, they had a little Velcro thing that will keep the tongue down. Yeah, I think I had those. Yeah.
The Perlos.
The reason why I said New Balance isn't included is because can you name the New Balance boots?
That's a great point.
That's the reason why I said we can't include New Balance, because they look good. I think Sterling's on New Balance, Saka's on New Balance, but I don't know what the boots are called. Do you guys know?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, funny enough, on Sunday, just gone at football, my pal's got the New Balance ones, like the top of the range Elite Pro New Balances, and he's absolutely garbage. All the gear, no idea. Full kit wanker. Solly, I'm talking about you. You don't watch this, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. So you go for Nikes.
I'm going with the Nikes.
And you're gonna go
just
for
because of the apparel. I think like the boot wise, Adidas might be slightly better. They got Predators. Like they might be slightly better boot wise.
For me, Nike, they got the Hypervenoms. You got the Tiempos. You got the Mercurials and the Superflies.
The Superflies are sick.
Yeah, I got those.
But I just remember like growing up, like Adidas had the F50s, the Predators.
Yep.
They had obviously they got the classic, the Copas.
Yep.
The classics.
Yep.
Referees we call them.
Copa Mondials, yeah, the
referees.
Yeah. And they got the new Copas now as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they had Adidas. I think they were neck and neck, but the apparel. If I want to meet up with a man, them. It's a Nike thing, Air Force Ones.
Tech Fit.
Tech Fit, Air Force One, Air Max. Yeah. You got to think wider than the pitch.
Exactly. Because you're only on the pitch for 90 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're on the pitch for 90 minutes, bro. Guys,
Andrew Mensah. This is why I'm a fan. This isn't on my thing, but this shirt is giving very much JJ Okocha, Yuri Zhokayev. You got a name on the back?
Nah, man. I try to stick away from the names. Actually, the classic shirts, I don't mind the names as much because you know them names are set in stone. But like sometimes certain shirts with the certain names on the back, it takes away from it. I've got a Liverpool shirt, classic Liverpool shirt. It's sick, but it's got Redknapp on the back. Jimmy Redknapp.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, I'm saying, fam.
One thing I'm firmly against in life is putting your own name on a shirt.
Oh, I hate those guys, man.
I did it once.
How dare you?
I did it once. I was like 14, 13, 14. So you can forgive me.
Childish mistake, yeah.
Childish mistake. But yeah, I'm very much for having a plain shirt with nothing on the back.
Yeah, nothing on the back is the ideal.
Yeah.
Then get a name that makes sense on the back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you get a classic Boca and you got Maradona, that's lit.
See, I wouldn't get Maradona. I'd get Riquelme.
Is it?
Yeah, big Riquelme fan.
Riquelme is a ridiculous baller.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Boca, because my next question is, if you could play for any club in the world, who would it be? Because my answer last time I did this was Boca Juniors.
Mine would be Juventus.
Oh, Juventus, yeah, the old lady.
Yeah. Old lady, probably throughout me growing up and watching football, had the players I loved the most play for Juventus at one time.
Del Piero,
Trezeguet, Henry, Zidane.
Yeah.
I used to play with him on FIFA. It's a guy called Amari.
Omari. Oh, was he Italian?
Yeah, different baller on FIFA anyway.
Oh yeah. They had Cameronese as well.
Yeah.
They had some guys. Did they ever sign?
They had guy from Ghana, Samoa.
Samoa. Yeah. So you're Juve, yeah?
And then Pirlo, of course.
Of course, Pirlo.
I'm a Juve guy, man.
If I had to choose an Italian team,
talk to me.
It would be. It's always been Fiorentina.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna say, but Fiorentina, I was gonna say, got the best shirt as well.
They got the best shirt as well. So I was in Florence a few years ago. Wasn't at match day, but I was like, you know what, let me go down to the old Olympic Stadium, whatever they call it.
Was it lit?
It was just a random day, so like no one was there.
Yeah, it's like a tour.
No, not even a tour. Like I was in a rush. Yeah, I had to kill time before I got my train. But I went to the club shop, and they got all the old players' shirts framed up on the wall, and you see players like Micoli, Batistuta. I think they had Giovinco didn't play for them, but they had some names, and I'm like, fuck it, this club's got a lot of history. Yeah. So, and growing up for me, it was Batistuta.
Oh yeah,
he was my guy.
Italianati.
Wait, I'm confused. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Because you're saying things that belie your years.
Yeah, way beyond my years. But it's my two oldest brothers.
Yeah.
They're way older than me.
Okay.
So like 10 and 13 years older.
Okay, yeah. So it makes
when
sense.
I was young, they would put me onto that's why like Nas is my favorite rapper. Do you know what I mean? So they'll put me onto game from when I was a kid. I didn't have to discover things on my own.
Exactly.
They were like, yeah.
No, I love that. Italian 90, do you have the Mega Drive version? Did you ever play it?
No,
there was a game on Mega Drive.
Is it?
First football game I ever played was Football Italian World Cup 90, and it was a bird's eye view. And the players look like footballs, and the football like a football. And you literally move left and right. Armchair Gaffers at home. If you've experienced World Cup Italian 90, please let Andrew know.
Yeah. If you've got that game, I want to play it. I want to play that.
It's banned. Last question. It's like the question of the age right now. Messi or Ronaldo?
Has to be Messi, man. Ronaldo is a phenomenal ball. It's 1A, 1B. But when that comes to bringing you joy, I don't think Messi has done it. No one does it like Messi. Like Messi does things that are magical, that makes you feel like it's God on the pitch.
There's hope for humanity.
Yeah. Certain things. I watched Messi go against Athletic Bilbao the day when he brings it down. He goes past like 7
and then puts it at the near post.
Yeah, it's like, bruv, like it's like Jesus walking on water. It's the same feeling. It's like like I like what he said there, hope for humanity.
Yeah,
I said the world's after watching that, the world's gonna be alright.
Yeah, I know exactly
what I mean.
Yeah. See, for me, I've always chose Messi. Okay. From a purely selfish point of view, like what I like. Like you said, watching it is beautiful. You know, every now and again, he does things which give you shades of like Ronaldinho, just the way he moves, like just magical football. However, if I was a coach, I had to sign somebody that's going to win me the league or get me promoted or get me out of a relegation scrap.
It would be Ronaldo.
It would be Ronaldo.
Just because he will come up with the goals.
He'll come up with the goals.
But Ronaldo, that's another thing though. Ronaldo gets mad underrated. People would say he's a goal machine, but Ronaldo's got mad assists. He's a sick guy, bro. Like he's an actual. Guys think because he works so hard. Because this is the thing about work. When you work hard, if people can see the physical change, they attribute everything to hard work.
Yeah.
Like Messi, for example, when he was like first 7 years of his career, he wasn't taking free kicks.
No.
Obviously, and now he's a free kick. So obviously he worked on that.
Of course.
But because it's not his muscle grown 3 inches, they think it must be natural.
You know, the thing that annoys me is that people always say, oh yeah, Messi's the natural and Ronaldo's hard work. I think Ronaldo's also a natural.
But Ronaldo is so natural. You see his first game against United at Lisbon. It's
exactly. I didn't actually see that game.
Natural talent.
Yeah, but people as well think that Ronaldo was a winger turned into a centre forward. He actually started as a centre forward. Yeah. And then went to United, played him out wide. And now he's just reverted back to type.
I like that. Good knowledge, man.
Yeah, mate. I'm actually so for me in life, it's stand-up comedy, God, football. Family. Wait. Yeah, I said that. let's carry on. Spoke to you the other day. I want to know what team you support. And the answer you gave me really upset me.
Yeah, I'm not really into supporting football teams like that. It's actually a very silly thing. If you think about it, it doesn't really make sense. It's more passion than it is logical.
Oh no,
supporting the team.
Yeah, very, very much so. Like I always say to people, like for example, a couple get divorced. Okay, they have their differences. Let's just say, for example, Sheila doesn't make dinner every night. Yeah, Dennis is gonna get upset. I'm done with you, Sheila. I'm leaving you. It's gone, right? Yeah. But Millwall can lose every game, and you'll stay there.
We live in a generation where we push change, rightfully so. Your husband is abusing you, leave him.
Yep.
You don't identify with your body, change it. We push that. Your team, you want to change your team? Nah, it's too far.
Yeah, it's too far. What?
Makes sense. So as the team I'm rooting for right now is Crystal Palace. My close family friend Abera Eze plays for them. So, but I think it's more than him just playing for them. It's like the fact that he plays for them. It's South London.
Yeah.
You get me? It's got a lot of black players.
I thought about Eze today randomly, not knowing that you knew him.
Yeah, we're really, really close. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's that's why I say Palace because, but I was really into QPR when he was playing for them.
Yeah.
It's like some guy, one of my colleagues was like, like the other day, he's like, did you see the game? You see the game? Like, it was really great. Because obviously we used to talk about QPR all the time. We used to go to the games and like, did you see the game the other day? It was really great. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, QPR. I don't care about QPR.
yeah, no, I'm with it. I
don't care about QPR.
Yeah, no, I'm actually with it. But I was thinking about Eze today because I was on. Before I got here, I was on my computer and I saw a thing on BBC about players getting released. Okay, and then I thought, why do players get released? Okay, maybe you're just not good enough. Yeah, but then I remembered Eze got released.
Like Brian got released.
Yeah, I was at
different clubs.
Yeah, the last match I went to was about 2 weeks ago. It was Millwall versus Crystal Palace. Funny enough,
he got released from.
And the Millwall fans like, we let him go, we released him. I was thinking like, so a lot of time players get released just because the coaches and the people in power just don't know anything.
Yeah, but also like it's a fitting thing as well. Like at the time, people don't know, but at the time, Abera was very, very small.
Okay,
do you understand? So he was at Arsenal. He's like shot up now, and he's like a physical specimen now. But he was really small at those clubs. Okay, so like not that he used to get bullied or anything. Technically, he was great, but I don't know. It just didn't fit the mold a lot of the times. Okay, like Millwall, like that's what I was so like. When he got released from Millwall, I was a bit scared because I thought if he went into lower leagues, league, it would be worse for him. Yeah, because of his style of play. But luckily, he did well.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because you know him, but watching that game, seeing him live, he's quite special.
Yeah, he's a different.
Like he didn't have an outstanding game. Yeah, like if you look at it, like statistically. Yeah. But just watch what he can do.
Movements, touches.
Yeah, there's a ball keeper played out, and it was going. It was a bit low. And he just took a step back and hooked his leg back and like brought it down. I'm like, humans don't do that.
Yeah. But always been like that. It's always. That's why I'm the most proud of him in that sense. Like he's got to the Premier League by playing the way he plays.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, he's not just in the Premier League. It's like he's doing this and people are aware he hasn't even hit his ceiling yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So the future's bright. So you're right now currently a Palace fan. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool, but your reasoning behind it,
I think it's a good reason.
I'm with that. Yeah, I can't stand Palace. Palace, Charlton,
what team do you support?
So I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah.
So you don't like any London team?
No, it's not that. So I'm an Arsenal fan, but I now live and grew up most of my life in South London. So Millwall's like where my heart is.
Right.
You understand?
But Millwall are racist though.
Now, the thing about the Millwall being racist is that an institution can't be racist, yeah? Millwall may or may not have a large proportion of racist fans. That has nothing to do with me. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I went to a load of Millwall games growing up. Like a lot of my friends played from, like Abera played for Millwall. Then another friend of mine, Kari, he was to play for Millwall. Yeah. And it was weird because you'd get like those ultras at youth games. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, these men are 13.
They've got nothing better to do. But let's move on from there. So you're Ghanaian. So naturally, you should support Chelsea. Chelsea.
As in Chelsea.
Yeah. But we're saying it in Twee.
Nah, man. I don't know. I always like Chelsea. I love Mourinho.
Michael Essien.
Essien destroyed Arsenal a few times as well. He did.
Talking about Arsenal, I love the way it's like we're in sync, because you're actually going by what I've got here.
Yeah, I read your questions before.
You put a video up maybe yesterday about the biggest finesses in football.
Yeah, Arsenal got 2. Arsenal might have.
I don't like the way you just single out Arsenal.
Nah, I got more videos, bro. Don't worry, it's not just Arsenal. But those two are big finesses, like Henry especially.
So you said number one,
Henry.
Thierry Henry is the big finesse. Can you just explain what you explained, please?
What I mean is that Henry, a whole generation of black men, including yourself, right, support Arsenal.
I was there before he was there.
So it's either Henry and Ian Wright. But Ian Wright I have to show some respect.
When my family moved to this country, we moved to Highbury.
Oh, so okay, you're different then.
That's all it was.
Moved to Highbury, but that's different. Okay, that's different. But I know my whole crew, my whole guys who support Arsenal, they supported Arsenal because of Vavavoom, Thierry Henry. Yeah. And they thought after winning the Invincibles, we're going to be an absolute dynasty. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the case. Do you know what I mean? So when he left, he went to do his thing. Now guys are stuck.
Okay.
Arsenal.
So you've named one finesser who was actually good.
No, but his finessing is based on his pure genius. He was so good that guys were, because you have to understand at the time it's them in United, right? He was so good, you have to support Henry. Like most guys fall in love with players first, don't it?
Yeah.
Fall in love with a player, then you go into the team. But now you can't change your team, so now guys are stuck with Arsenal.
You're right. Now the other finesse that you mentioned was Jack Wilshere.
Jack Wilshere, man. That man. I actually love Jack Wilshere with like
unconditional love.
With my heart. Like I love this man. You have to understand how much I love Jack Wilshere.
You sound like an Arsenal fan.
No, I love Jack Wilshere. Like when I first saw, you have to understand, like I used to see a load of youth. There's certain players I've seen in youth team, like just watching them growing up. Like I remember I watched Ross Barkley play for Crystal Palace when he was a youth team player at Everton. What he was doing, I thought I've seen
the future.
I've seen the future. Do you understand? Like he was walking around like he was playing on air.
It was coming home.
It was yeah. So I thought, bro, we've got a generation of players, but at the pinnacle of all of those guys was Jack Wilshere. And then when he came on against Barca, we thought, wow, like this is the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
And he's on TalkSport today, fam. So he finessed me. He finessed me. And like he's still finessing me because I still believe in him.
I still believe, so much so that I'm thinking Arsenal should just, sign him back now on a little pay-as-you-play end of season kind of gig. But we're not here to talk about Jack Wilshere because I still believe.
I still believe as well.
Cool. I've got some more questions.
Talk to me.
But we can skip these. Forget that. I've asked you that already. AFCON, man. Now, see me. I haven't watched the game yet.
You haven't watched the game?
Do you know why? I said to myself, I'm going to wait till it gets exciting. It didn't need to wait. It has from day one, so I missed it. So because I didn't get in, I haven't got in yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched I haven't watched the game live. I've watched a few highlights and goals, but I'll probably watch the semi-finals and finals.
Of course. Now, see, what I love about AFCON is that it's the great leveler. Our most recent video is called AFCON, the great leveler, because it doesn't care about your reputation.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't care how much money you earn. Yeah, AFCON is like a sentient being, and it says when you come to my domain, you're all the same. We've got Abubakar, yeah, plays for, I don't know, Comoros, earning £250 a month. And you've got Mohamed Salah earning probably 100,000 times that, or 10,000 times that. You're on the same playing field right here.
I love that, man.
I love it.
I love AFCON, but sometimes they let us down, man. The ref blowing the whistle at 85. That makes us look bad, man. Because that's what white privilege is, White privilege is a white person doesn't feel attached to every other white person action. See us black people, yeah? Every black person I see, I feel connected to them somehow.
Of course.
You understand? So when AFCON is doing that, it's like I'm doing that.
No, it's a fact.
You know what I mean?
What non-African Caribbean black people don't understand is that when we have someone black on television doing anything foolish, it knocks us all down a peg.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people around us who are not black start asking us to explain what's happening.
Exactly. But then when you have people like Sir Trevor McDonald, you have people like Lewis Hamilton, they lift us up. Do you understand? So we are all connected, but you wouldn't understand it unless you're actually in it.
Yeah.
We're nearly done now.
Talk to me.
Before we end the show,
fun, man.
I've had fun too, but well, hold that because there's one last part of the show.
Talk to me.
Now, you're a football fan.
I think so, yeah.
I was going to ask you, we ask our guests questions based on their team, okay? But because you don't really have a team, these questions are just general questions, okay? So I've got 5 Premier League questions.
Wow.
Okay.
All time?
All-time Premier League, yeah. So they range from, just general Premier League stuff, okay? You're going to go on the leaderboard, depending on where you place. Right now, Joe Bayer's at the top of the leaderboard.
How many questions did you get right?
2 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah, but
About Arsenal.
About Arsenal. But he's our only guest so far.
Okay.
5 questions. How do you feel like you're going to do?
I watched The Chase, man. So.
Oh, yeah?
The Dark Destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they call me.
Side
It's
note.
not a porn name, by the way.
Armchair Gaffers One, actually, do us a favor. Go on one of the providers and type it in and see what comes up and let us know. No screenshots. Just DM us and give us descriptive what comes up. Yeah. Okay. Side note, aside from stand-up comedy, my other thing is quizzing. So I love quizzing. I'm actually preparing to become a quizzer. Like literally every day, just like learning random stuff. Like ask me a random question.
What is the capital of Poland?
The capital of Poland is Warsaw.
Correct.
There we go.
I think that's correct.
I nearly said Gdansk because my friend's there right now, but no,
so
it's not Gdansk. It's Warsaw.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's another story. Cool. Questions.
So you're the Dark Destroyer right now. You're the Dark Destroyer.
Depending on how many questions you get right, you can take the title from me.
Okay, cool.
Because I really don't like that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
What's happened to this show is it was fun until now. What year was the first Premier League season?
I'm sure. It's either 92 or 93.
I'll give it to you. It was a 1992-93 season.
Yeah, 92-93 season. Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Recently.
I'm gonna add a ding in there.
No, it's not a ding. Oh yeah, it was yeah. I like that. All right, cool.
Okay. How many teams competed in the first Premier League season?
I know there's 29. I know it was more. So I'm gonna say. That's a good question. The first season.
That's right. Andrew, I'm needing an answer very soon.
24?
Wrong. The answer's 22.
Oh, that's good, man. That's close.
Close, but no cigar. Question number 3. How many players are currently in the Premier League Hall of Fame?
Oh, 2. Henry and Shearer.
Incorrect.
What? Someone else has been inducted?
6 more people. The answer is 8.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't have the names here, but I believe it's Henry. And from Arsenal, it's Henry and Vieira. Then you got Shearer. Then you got Cantona, Beckham, Neville. And then Steven Gerrard and Lampard.
Really?
Yeah, Steven Gerrard is the only person in the Premier League Hall of Fame
without a Premier League title.
Without Premier League title, or a Player of the Season award, I think. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong there.
Yeah, we've got Player of the Season.
He's won 3 Player of the Month awards.
Wow.
Yeah. You're 1 for 3 right now.
That's ridiculous, right?
It's crazy. How many London-based teams currently play in the Premier League? And by London, we mean within the M25, Greater London.
Okay. London.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to say... See, this feels too obvious to be right. I'm going to say 5.
Again, you're wrong.
London-based teams.
That's right. So name your 5.
Okay, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Chelsea.
Brentford and Watford. 7 teams.
Oh, you counting them, man? It's London.
I don't make the rules within the M25. Watford is is just outside.
Watford is nuts.
But Brentford is very much within. So right now you're 1 for 4. So the best you can do now is
draw. Is
draw.
I feel like my quiz is harder though.
It's your own fault for not having a team.
But I was saying, my quiz is harder. It's my own fault. I didn't say it was my fault. I'm just saying my quiz is harder.
Potato or tomato?
Cool. Let me see this last question.
Who were the first non-English team to play in the Premier League?
Cardiff?
Wrong again. The answer was Swansea.
Nah, Swansea seemed too obvious, bro.
Again,
is it Swansea?
The answer is Swansea.
So Cardiff never played in the Prem?
They have, but they were not the first.
Oh, wow.
Andrew,
I liked second, man.
I liked you a bit before this. You're second. But I liked you a bit before this, but your lack of football knowledge where it counts.
No, but you have to understand. Yeah, I got 1 out of 5, but the questions was close. I didn't say 10 London teams. I said 5. I didn't say Swansea. I said Cardiff. Like I was in and around it. Do you know what I mean?
Armchair Gaffers, are you going to accept that? Because I'm.
It shows I was thinking. You know, like when you're in GCSE and they give you marks for working out. I would have got a few marks
for your working out.
Yeah.
The rationale.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll give you that. So right now you're bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Behind Joe Bayer.
I like to say second.
Again, tomato, potato.
Yeah. We'll see how your next guest gets on. Innit?
We'll see. Cool. Well, that was it. Before we go, just let us know what you got in the pipeline. Let us know where we can find you, where we can sign up, subscribe, and see you in action.
Yeah. So my Instagram and TikTok's Andrew Mensah _ find me on there. I do like videos or whatever that he likes. I also have my show coming out this Sunday called Funny Old Games, like a football comedy night. It's gonna be great. I've got Abere Eze as the first guest on there. And also check out what I wore on BT Sport. Got some new guests coming up that you're gonna big guests coming. So yeah, check that out, man.
Lovely. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And we'll get you back in a few months' time to try and
do the quiz. Yeah. I'm just coming straight for the quiz though.
Just for the quiz.
No, I'm out. Yeah.
I might do an Armchair Gaffer game show where we just quiz.
Quiz. And get Joe on because I'll ice him. Because that's what I like. I thrive off competition.
Yeah? All right, Joe, you've heard that, mate.
Joe, I'm coming for you, bro.
I can be like the Eddie Hearn of like football quizzing.
I like that.
And I can just hype you up. Yeah, Andrew's the best. You know, he's the best quizzer in the world. And then after you lose, well, you know, it wasn't right for him in the day. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.